What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of House Flipper. As always, if you guys are enjoying this series, make sure you leave a like on the video. It'd be greatly appreciated. In the last episode, we were continuing our work on the Samarta Myers property, and that's exactly what we're going to continue working on today. So in that last episode, we did go through and sort of figured out our layout for each and every room. Now, if you did miss the previous episode or any episode prior to this one, make sure you check out the link in the description for the series playlist. Catch up on any previous episode there. So we're actually going to be starting on the exterior of the property today because, you know, I'm just not really feeling the white siding. I want to see if we have any other option that'll look good. I would love to have like a cedar shake up in the peak of the roof up here. Maybe we do something else on the second floor and something different on the first floor. I have no idea yet. Let's get into the store and we'll figure out what's what. I'm gonna start by very quickly scrolling through wall panels just to see if there are any new additions that I'm not aware of just yet. Okay, now we're at least at the point where we have that multicolored siding to choose from. Very nice. I didn't see any cedar shake in there. I actually don't know if cedar shake exists, but I'm gonna go through the tiles next to see if we have anything in here we could use.
A few moments later.
We kind of struck out looking through the rest of the catalog. I couldn't find anything I was super fond of. However, I'm coming back now to the exterior panels to find there's actually more colors than just what's depicted here. If you click on them, they actually have different color variants to choose from. And the two that I really like for whatever reason today are cyan and turquoise. So I'm gonna buy one package of turquoise. We should probably do this like kind of in the sunlight, right? So we see the full color of stuff. So that's turquoise. We're then gonna buy a cyan bundle and plop that down. I don't know if green is really the move for this property, but I don't think it's gonna look bad contrasting with the black shutters. So I'm gonna try that one first. Let's go ahead and put those down, and then we'll try this other one just behind this shutter. See, it's too green. It's too green, and then this one is too blue, I feel like. So let's try a few more. Let's see what other colors we have in here. We have a darker blue. I wouldn't say dark blue. And there's even a few different variants of yellow. I'm gonna try this canary, but blue first. Blue first, just there. Not looking too bad. Not looking too bad. It's darker blue than the turquoise, and I think I like that the most about it. Let's see what this canary would look like. That is pretty bright yellow. Okay, so these are going to be our 4 choices here. Now I just have to sort of stand back and decide which one I actually want to go with. I know there's probably a handful of you that are shouting what color you would choose at your screen right now. I just can't make my mind up. Tell you the truth, I just can't make my mind up. So I'm going to go with my more favorite color out of the 4 here, and we're going to go with this blue. It's not quite dark blue. I think it's just enough blue to look nice, but it's also light enough to not look black and completely blend in with the shutters. I also am trying to sort of think about the trim on the house itself. Obviously, we have the roof lining up there. That's all going to remain white. We have this trim coming down the side of the house here. That's all going to remain white. And then the whole front porch, the whole front patio, that all has white woodwork or trim on it as well. So I feel like blue is probably the move here. If you guys are curious though, I think turquoise was my second most favorite. Then canary, then green. Green, the grass like blends in with the house too much. If you don't want to find your house, if you want a camouflage house, go green for sure. I do actually want to start working on the inside in today's episode, so I'm not going to take up too much more of your guys' time. I'm going to go ahead and knock out the exterior. I'll see you guys when we have a blue house. All I can say, you guys, is wow. I mean, this just looks so much better, does it not? Oh, hang on one sec. Papa Smurf is calling me. Hello? Yes. Yeah, you can move in tomorrow. It is blue. He's excited. All jokes aside though, I know the house is very blue, and I probably should have done something to help break it up, maybe even just do brick on the front of the property or something, right? Just to make it a little bit less blue. But nonetheless, we're gonna make our way inside now, and I actually wanna start working on the interior in the basement today. I have a couple of ideas sort of brewing for down here. One of you actually did recommend that we maybe make this corner bathroom area into a sauna. instead. And I do like that idea. However, now I need to figure out where I can put another bathroom down here. I actually kind of have a halfway decent idea, I think. What I'd like to do is smash out this wall that I know we filled in the previous episode, and I was like, why would you put a door there? Only a fool would put a door there, or something along those lines. But today, we're gonna put a door here, and I think we're actually gonna patch this up. We're gonna get rid of these lintels here, and then just go ahead and add in full-size walls in its place. And now, having swapped those two doorways around, we now have an entrance into the soon-to-be theater room just over here. And I actually think this works better because now we might be able to fit one big, like, 3-seater couch just against the back wall, and then maybe we could do 2, maybe even 4 armchairs, and then have the big, like, theater screen just at the end of the long hall here. This area is now going to get turned into our bathroom that we're no longer having because this is going to be a sauna, right? You guys following along a little bit? We're going to do another doorway right here for the bathroom, and then we'll just fill in this little space there, do our lintels up top, dude, and we are ready to go. There she is. There she is. Okay, plenty of space here still for activities, so let me sort of walk you guys through my ideas for this space. Just at the base of the staircase, there's not really a whole lot of room to do very much over here, but what I think I'd like to do, I don't know if I want to have the bar over here on that wall or on this wall, but I would like to have a bar, sort of have a countertop behind the bar, right? Almost imagine just behind us having this big liquor cabinet type thing, and then just in front of us maybe a sort of island that comes away from this wall or this wall, depending on, you know, how we want to orient it. But that should hopefully fill the corner of this room with enough stuff to make it feel like a bar, to make it feel like a man cave almost. Then just in the center bit, obviously we don't have a ton of room for furnishings, and I'm definitely not going to make this a living room if we have a theater room just to the right. So what I think I want to do here instead is just a simple billiards room, and we'll probably need like some sort of, you know, little decoration over here just at the end of the hall. This will be the sauna. That's pretty self-explanatory. This will be the bathroom, and yes, since it is so large, this will be a full bath, meaning we'll have a sink, a toilet, and a shower or a bathtub. But I think that is enough talking for today. Let's go ahead and just get after it, dude. We're gonna start over here with the bar area. So I think just to sort of help move us along here, I'm gonna go with the ones that say bar in the name, right? That makes the most sense. Okay, so I think this is what we're gonna go with for the actual, like, island portion of the bar. I know it's not that much to look at right now, but I promise, guys, I promise, this is all gonna look fan-freaking-tastic. So the next thing we need to find is some sort of tall cabinet. I need like a tall cabinet on the left, a tall cabinet on the right, and then we'll have a lower set of cabinets through the center, and then a big mirror. Something like this. I'm not 100% decided on the mirror just yet, but I feel like it's kind of old-timey, you know? It could work for a bar mirror. The other options we have are just the mirrors without the frames around them. We could, you know, jigsaw something together there to make it look good. But I do like the contrast from the black cabinets and the white sort of snowy marble countertop. We also have a little bit of the white inlay on the bar top. So tying everything all together seems to be working pretty well over here. Apologies for the lack of light too. We will have lights eventually, but for now I almost wonder if we should extend the cabinets over to the right a little bit more and make sort of a kitchenette, like have a sink and maybe a microwave or something. Refrigerator too probably wouldn't hurt. Yeah, dude, everything fits over here perfectly. It's like this space was just made for a kitchenette slash bar. Honestly, that's kind of what this turned into. Rather than just being a bar, now we have sort of a half kitchen almost. And the game is just calling this a large kitchen for the time being until we, you know, do the upstairs one and add in all the other bits and pieces we need in here. Actually, what tells the game that this is a bar? Do we just need booze bottles? I guess we're about to find out. Certainly looks more like a bar, but unfortunately the game still isn't registering it as such, so I think we're probably okay to just move on to the next thing, that being the bar stools. There really aren't too many options to choose from here as far as bar stools go, but I think if we have, you know, the classic sort of red-topped bar stool, that would look pretty nice. The only problem is it seems like this bar countertop itself is a lot shorter than all the rest, so the bar stools just look a little funny. Take this one, for example. I feel like we've used this a handful of times in the past, but it almost towers over the actual bar countertop, so that's obviously not going to look very nice. Had to make sure they were all equal, of course. Oh no, they're facing the wrong way. It doesn't really matter. You know what? I'm happy with this. I think those are gonna work nice. Now, on to the billiards room, also called pool, depending on where you're from. I'm gonna start by actually getting the wall rack. I believe this is downloaded from the Steam Workshop. Apologies, I can't remember for the life of me who it was made by, but we're gonna get that put up right there. And I always have a hard time finding the pool table in the catalog, so I end up just typing table because I can never remember if I'm spelling billiards right or if it's called a pool table or not. But eventually I know I'm gonna stumble upon the thing. It's in here somewhere. Clear down at the bottom of the list here. It's actually billiard table, not to be confused with billiards, plural. Almost every single pool table or billiards table that I've ever seen has had a green top to it. Sometimes they're red, but 9 times out of 10, they're green top with sort of this black edging and then a darker brown wood for a base. So I think that's what we're gonna go with, and it'll actually pair pretty well with the dark wood that we have on our little billiards rack over here. I'm now just trying to center the pool table in the room as best I can. I would say that looks pretty good. It's also sort of centered in between these two doorways, just to make sure we fill up as much space as we possibly can. Now, I want to try to find a big area rug to put underneath that thing. I don't want anything too crazy, too radical looking. I really just want some carpet on the floor without actually doing carpet for the floor. I'm gonna try this one. It looks plenty big. It's just gonna take me a minute to, you know, get it centered in this space here. There it is, just to help break it up. I know we don't have the flooring done just yet. It is actually like a smooth concrete, which I feel like kind of works. You know, I kind of like having a finished basement, but you get a little bit of the feeling that it's maybe unfinished just because it still has concrete floors. We may end up changing that, but for right now, I think we'll just keep on trucking. So that about wraps it up for the billiard room. Of course, I'll go through at the very end of things and add in little touches of decoration here or there to help brighten up, liven up the space a bit. But now, I think I want to work on this sauna. So we're actually going to start with the door for this thing. There we go, looking good, dude. I actually kind of like how there's only one sauna door to choose from, or one door that specifically says sauna in it, because then when you get in the store, all you have to do is type sauna, and literally everything for the sauna pops up. And before we get the benches placed down in here, I want to try to find a wood panel that'll also match those benches. So I guess we do actually need to buy one of them so we can figure out which color we want to do. Cedar's probably my favorite, so I'm just gonna go ahead and place that in here, and now we just have to find a cedar wall, or cedar wall panel, I guess. Yeah, I'm not really finding anything that's true cedar. We do have this French nut though, so I'm gonna try that on. We'll just get like a little corner of that done. Move the cedar bench a little bit closer. Yeah, I'd say that's a good as match as any. So we're just gonna continue this French nut all the way around, and then we'll have a finished sauna here in no time. And last but not least in here, we just have to add in the French nut floor, and there we go. I even tried a bit different configuration this time around, so we could actually use the big sauna heater, I believe is what they call these. We even have our little bucket with scoop or ladle over there, a few little headrests. I don't have any towels in here. I guess that's maybe the last thing we should add. Just a single towel roll on each bench, and we are done in the sauna, dude. Easy as that, easy as that. Wait, okay, good. It does actually count it as a sauna, but it's also counting the entirety of this basement as a sauna, which is not good. Oh, I see what's happening, dude. Check the mini-map. So the back of the staircase here is acting as a wall, but it's not functioning as a wall. So yeah, we were able to panel it, but as far as the minimap's concerned, there's no wall there. So from the sauna to, I guess, just the rest of this room, this is all one massive room. But now that we've finished up with the sauna room, of course, when you've used a sauna, you'd probably like to go rinse off or wash off in your shower, your bathroom. So we're gonna move into the bathroom next, starting with the shower. Oh my God, dude, this is our chance. This is our chance to do a sweet custom shower. The only problem now is where do we want to put it? I was going to put it in this back corner here, but I might actually place it over here. First, obviously, we need a shower installation. It's probably the first thing we should have done in here. Now that we've got our shower plumbing installed, we can switch back over, and I'm going to put it just in the center of that wall there. Dude, this thing's going to be crazy. Look at how many knobs this has. Look at how many spray nozzles this thing has. It's insane. And like a whole
bag of jelly beans.
Just a whole rain thing. Can we? Oh, you can turn on the lights. I was like, can we actually shower? But we're not quite there yet. And now that we have our shower installed, we have to at least have some way of actually keeping all the water contained into the shower. And this wall is not big enough. Okay, I've decided we'll come back to the shower because I think we need to wait till we have tiles so we actually know where to put those walls. Let's instead grab our toilet plumbing and we'll get that placed down right over there. Next, we're gonna need our sink plumbing as well. Place that up on this wall, get that all unscrewed, and we are ready to pick out our sink cabinetry. I thought I was gonna be so cool and try something I've never done before, and it was just gonna look awesome, but it looks terrible and I hate it, so I'm starting over. There we go. Okay, I think I'm a little bit happier about this now. We just need to get ourselves a toilet. I'm gonna go with the standard one and we'll put it just in between the cabinet and that wall just to the left. There we go. Looking good, dude, looking good. Okay, next we need a big old mirror just above the sink there. And I'm gonna use a round mirror with a lighter colored wood, but I don't think it looks too out of place. And if anything, it'll just sort of help break up all the rectangles and squares, the hard edges. I also think I want to do a backsplash. I really want a white subway tile for in this bathroom. I'm gonna do a custom shower. It's gonna be so much fun and so easy. This has not been easy at all, you guys. I can't seem to find a single glass wall that's actually the right width for this shower. But I did go through and at least finish the backsplash or the tile in the shower. And now I'm gonna see if we can't find something for the floor to match. There we go. Got a bit different concrete now. It's a lot more rougher texture than the original one we had before. I like it so much, I might actually do the entire basement in it. Maybe not though. We'll have to wait and see what happens. But the bathroom is coming along nicely. I think we're good to move on to the next room. It needs some more decoration and stuff for sure. But again, we kind of do that towards the end of things. So the last room in the basement, the final room we're going to be working on together today is going to be the theater room. So to start here, I actually just want to get a big old couch to go up against the back wall. There we go. We got our black leather couch put up against the back of the wall here. I think it's looking pretty nice, but it's also kind of looking maybe not so much like a theater and maybe something else. Some of you probably know what I'm talking about, some of you probably don't, and that's okay. But to make this thing look like a proper theater, we now need to add a theater screen, and it looks like we have the perfect projector screen right here. We'll see how big a large is. Might actually fit just perfectly. Yep. There it is, ladies and gents. There it is, our big old screen. So now that we have that, we of course need a projector, so we have something to project an image onto that screen. And I'm gonna go ahead and just make an executive decision here and say that we're probably gonna need the one that mounts up on the ceiling, because I just can't imagine where we'd be able to place the one that, you know, mounts on the floor. We'll try that right there for right now. Yeah, we're probably gonna need to move it a little bit closer. Little by little, though, we will get it there. There we go. Okay, I'd say that's pretty good. I'd say that's pretty good. Oh, that image actually helps a ton, dude. What? I didn't realize there were different images. I'm sitting here trying to use like the darkest, the most faded looking image they have, when we've had this the whole time. That makes it so much simpler. Either way, though, I mean, it's lined up. It's not going anywhere. It's looking nice. Now, what's that other thing that all theaters have? Lighting. Just weird lighting. It's mainly like accent lighting, typically up around the ceiling somewhere. So I'm gonna try to find something like that. And I know there are a few pieces of ceiling molding that actually have lights already in them. I just spent so long putting all of that trim up just to find out after flipping the switch on each one that I don't like it. So we gotta get out the cell tool and just try again. I'm actually gonna try crown molding, kind of like what we are doing, except I don't want the ones with the integrated lights. I'm gonna instead add our own, not RGB lights, but LED lights, just behind them. There we go. Okay, see, this is more like the look I was going for. I didn't really want it to like illuminate the space at all. I really just wanted the accent light to be just underneath or just behind the crown molding. I couldn't do it exactly how I wanted to, but I'm happy with it, and ultimately I think it's close enough. So all that is left now is just to go through, finish up all the flooring, make sure all the walls are painted if we want them to be painted, and on top of that, I think we'll just have to go through, add a bit of decor throughout the space, but I will see you guys in just a sec. Okay guys, this has gone on way longer than I thought it would, but who is ready to see the manliest man cave that has ever been a man cave? I really don't know what else to call this other than a man cave. So nonetheless, let's go through and we'll just sort of walk around together. I'll show you guys sort of what I did and maybe why I did certain things, starting off over here in our beautiful bar area, bar slash kitchenette. It really is like missing an oven, and then I think it's there. I think it's a full kitchen. But I mentioned earlier, we got stuff like a dishwasher, we have a microwave, refrigerator, you know, for the brewskis, gotta have some place to put them brewskis. And then your guess is as good as mine why it says welcome right there, because you'd think you'd be greeted sort of when you enter the house, not when you enter the basement. But I did have to move our little billiards or pool stuff just because I found this barn door that I really liked. It is a workshop item, so it doesn't actually function. I can sit here and click E on it all day. It's not gonna move, but I really like the look of this thing. And I just now noticed that I forgot just a tiny little bit of trim. Honestly, nobody would have noticed this, and nobody's probably gonna notice what is still missing. Not unless you're crouched. But this is our little billiards area, or little pool table area. I think this turned out really nice, and I actually added these wicker baskets in, something I always wish I do but then forget to do. So I made it a point this time to remember to add some sort of storage containers into the entertainment center. I also added an Xbox Series X with 4 Toogii spec controllers. Of course, you can never have too many of those things laying around. Then we also have a turntable as well as an Animal Crossing Switch. But that about does it for the whole like pool table area. There's really not a lot I can do here just because the space is so limited. The pool table really does take up a ton of room. The sauna over here is exactly as it was before when you guys would have seen that. So we're now gonna move into a partially nautical themed bathroom. For reasons I cannot explain, it just kind of ended up working out that way. I started by adding the oars up here, another workshop item. Highly recommend. And then I was like, okay, we need to just kind of continue on that nautical theme. So I added this little decorative piece over there. And as far as bathrooms go, I think this is the most unique one, the most different one that we've done. Usually they all sort of end up looking about the same, but I think this is the first bathroom we've ever done with sort of like black cabinetry. And that actually brings me to another point. My main idea down here was I wanted to do black cabinetry because we never do it. It's always white. It's always white. And tell you the truth, I'm kind of happy that we tried to do something different because the end result is absolutely stunning, which is going to bring us into our beloved theater room. Dude, look at how cool this thing looks. We even have like all the movie posters that are available. You know, we got lore-friendly movies. None of these actually exist, of course, but it's cool little touch, fun little touch. And then I had to add the movie theater lights, dude. These can be found in movie theaters across the world. It's just like the stereotypical movie theater sconce light. I don't know how else to describe it. And since we went through and did all the trim and like cool LED lighting around the ceiling, I didn't think it was important that we went through and also did trim on the floor. So this is the only room apart from the sauna that doesn't have any trim. And if you're wondering why it's missing on the staircase, it can't be placed. You just can't put trim up there. So now that we've gone through our little tour of this lovely man cave down here in the basement, I do think that's probably where we're gonna wind down this episode at for today. But once again, if you guys did enjoy, please leave a like, leave a comment, help support the dream by smashing that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Peace.